Hello, welcome to episode 112 of the Datapack tutorial series, version 1.21. We're going to be making an ender chest viewer. It won't let us take items out. It's just going to, or change items. It's just going to let us look at someone else's ender chest if they are online at the moment. So let's have an example. Minion is online, therefore I have renamed my piece of paper to Minion's name. And we can see the instructions in the lore there. Rename the item with player name, put it into a chest, close and open the chest. Okay, so chuck that in. In fact, I'll make a copy. And we open the chest again. Ah, there's Minion's ender chest. And it's got his diary and a diamond. Now, I can't take it. If I try and put it in my inventory, oh, it goes. And if I break that chest, the items go anyway. So, we can view someone's ender chest if they're online, but we can't take anything from there. And it's not going to actually affect their ender chest. We're just copying the data and having a look. Anyway, that's what we're doing. Let's get on and build it now. Okay, here we are in VS Code, and we'll make some folders and files. But I will just say thank you to Gal Sergi. This is one of his data packs from the Datapack assembler. Right, what have I added? We've got two advancements. So my namespace folder advancement, clear items and open chest, two advancements. Also in my namespace we have the folder function. Inside the folder function we have the folder view, and in there we have clear items, copy ender chest, give, open, ray, read name, and we'll be using the load and the tick. Now this time, normally what I do is I make this as a data pack and I archive that to go up to Planet Minecraft, and then I empty all the functions. This time I've emptied them, but I thought I might as well just leave the comments there. They might be helpful. So let's get on, and we'll start at the beginning with the load function. Okay, so I want something to store a variable. I quite like actually leaving those comments there. So we'll have a scoreboard, objectives, add, and we'll just call it var. There we go, we can store a variable in that. Job done, bye-bye. Let's do a give command. So where's give? There's give. Okay, give the executor the rename paper. We'll start with give the executor paper, and we want some extra stuff, so we'll have some custom data. Custom data equals open and close, and we'll call it ender chest viewer true. Yeah, let's give it an item name, not a custom name, an item name. We'll just give it a simple one, apostrophe, apostrophe. It's not apostrophes. And inside there we'll have a couple of speech marks. And inside there we'll put the name. We'll call it ender chest viewer. Okay, let's have some lore. Lore equals open and close. Is it a little L for lore then? Seems it is. Okay, we'll have what do we want? One. So we said that's one thing. Let's copy that. We'll have one thing. We'll have a 2, 3. Okay, let's start with number 1. 1. Rename paper to players to player name. That'll do. Step 2 is put it in a chest. And step 3, close the chest and open again. Okay, let's save that. Let's go off. Let's do a reload. Function. Give. Right, I've got some paper. Enter chest viewer, rename paper to player name, put it in the chest, close the chest and open again. Okay, that seems alright. Nice. Let's go back. Close that one. Okay, now I want an advancement for checking when I open a chest. So let's go off to Misode and make that advancement. Ah, here we are in advancements. That's handy. So let's have a criteria. We'll just call it open chest. We'll add that. Trigger will be a default block use. Let's have a condition. Condition will be location. What are we going to do? Location check. We don't care about the X, Y, and Z, but we do want to check the block. And we do want the block. Actually, we'll have a list. We'll have a list of blocks because we'll add chest and we'll add trapped chest. So it will work for both those chests. And I want to check the NBT of the chest. And specifically inside, I want to see if there's a piece of paper with that EC viewer tag on it. So let's open and close some curlies. We're going to check the chest's items. So that's going to be in square brackets. Inside the square brackets, curly brackets. Inside the curly brackets, we will be checking for components. Open and close square curly brackets. Inside there, apostrophe. Note that is an apostrophe, not speech marks. Minecraft custom underline data apostrophe. And then we'll have another colon and some more curly brackets. And inside these curly brackets, we'll have enter chest viewer colon true. Okay, and the reward is going to be a function. I'm just going to put a placeholder there for now. Well, let's copy that. And we'll go and have a bit of a look at that NBT as well. Copy that. Take it over. Put it in our advancement. Let's... Where are we going? ID open. Okay, so we... Oh, it's going off the screen, but you can see the NBT there. So we're going to be looking inside the... If it's a block, yeah. If it's a chest or a trap chest, yeah. Have a look at its items. On any of the items, check its components. Does that item have custom data EC viewer? True. Okay, if it does, then we will run view open. Let's save that. Now, I think it might not work if I've got an empty advancement there. That might break it. We'll find out. We'll just test. Let's go to open. Revoke the advancement. Yeah. Advancement. Revoke. Only ID. Open chest. And for now, we'll just say open. And let's go back. Do a reload. And can we check ourselves? Whoa, opening chests. Okay, that's not happy. Let's try and delete this advancement here to see if that is what's causing the problem. Do a reload. No, it wasn't that causing the problem. Do I have the advancement left over from testing? Advancement revoke. No. Okay. Do you know what the problem is? The problem is I haven't put the paper in, have I? There we go. Now it works. Open, open, open. Because here, quite clearly, we are looking for a chest, trap chest, but we're checking for NBT. So, if it doesn't find that, it's not going to grant me the advancement. Now it is finding it. It is granting me the advancement. Okay. I won't admit that that caught me out for approximately 10 minutes while I was playing around with this earlier. I could not work out why it didn't work at all. There wasn't any paper in it. Right, we've done the open chest advancement. So I think it probably makes sense we just go on and do the open chest function. So we've already revoked the advancement. Let's set the raycast's maximum distance. Scoreboard, players, set, let's call them distance because that makes sense. And we'll just use the variable. Okay, 64, and we'll start the raycast. We will execute, positioned. No, sorry. Execute, typing too fast. Anchored. Typing too badly now. Anchored, that word took me a while. Anchored to the eyes. Positioned. One block in front. Run function. Ray. We'll start the raycast. So, what we're doing here, we open a chest. Now, to open the chest, we must be looking at it, because we're clicking on it. We're going to say, right, our raycast will have a maximum distance of 64. Now, that isn't 64 blocks, because I'm only going to move forward 1/10 of a block each time. And so we're going to send out a beam from our eyes and find that chest. So let's do the raycast bit. Ray. First thing we want to decrement the distance. So we'll say scoreboard players, remove distance var 1. So each time it goes around this loop, it's going to go down by 1. That means that it won't just go shooting off forever. We can say, hey, look, if you've gone your max distance, we'll stop this loop now. If there is paper in the chest, we want to run a function to read the name. So let's do execute if items block at the coordinates we're currently raycasting at is container, any slot in the container, we don't care. We'll say any item as well. Or we could say paper, but we'll just say any item. If that item has custom data, tilde not equals, ender chest viewer true, then run return, so leave this function, stop the raycast, run, oh well, we want to read the name, don't we? So we'll run a function, run function to read the name. Okay, however, if you don't find a container and you haven't run out of distance, then we want to loop, we want to run again then. So execute if score distance var matches 1 or higher, you've still got a bit of distance left, positioned a little tiny bit, 1/10 of a block forward. So we're moving forward 1/10 of a block each time. So we're just looping around here, loop, 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 and we're slowly moving forwards. Actually, well, it's all done in one tick, so we're actually very quickly moving forwards until we find a chest or until we run out of distance. And we want to run function ray. So there we go. Whiz around here until you find a chest with EC viewer tagged item in it, or sorry, custom data, it's not tagged, or until we run out of distance. If we do find the item, we want to read the name. So I think I'll go off to read name, and let's just stick anything old, any old thing in here. Say reading name, that'll do. Okay, let's go back, let's do a reload. Reading name, perfect, reading name. And if we take it out, clear the chat, F3D, then we get nothing. Great. So we are being given our advancement. We are raycasting from my eyes and finding the chest. We are finding the piece of paper. Now let's actually get the name off the paper. So we're going to do, well, okay, what we've got here. Exit if the item hasn't been renamed. This makes it so much easier for me to remember. I'm going to put these comments here every time. Exit if the item hasn't been renamed. Cool. So execute if items block same coordinates container.star any item open and close custom data contains EC viewer. Come on, EC viewer true. So it does have the viewer item in there, but so not exclamation mark there, not custom name. It doesn't have a custom name. Run return, because remember earlier we set the item name, we didn't set the custom name. But when you rename something in an Anvil, it sets the custom name. Run return run, and we'll just send a message. Title, and we'll put it onto the action bar. Action bar. Where's my speech marks? There they are. Rename the paper first. Okay. So if it is an EC viewer item, but it doesn't have a custom name, rename the paper first, and we are run return run, so we're exiting the function. Otherwise, we'll say found name. Okay, let's do a reload. Let me get myself some spare blank bits of paper. There we go, we've got some spare now. Let's put one in there. Let's open the chest. Absolutely nothing is happening, which is wonderful. But we can see there it is. Rename the paper first. It's on my hotbar. Or my action bar. Sorry, I was looking in chat, but we put it on the action bar, didn't we? So if I'm quick, open, close. There we go. Rename the paper first. Right. So let's go and get that piece of paper and stick it in here and rename it. Infernal Minion. Okay. Now let's do a data get on both of these pieces of paper. Data get entity at S selected item. So let's look at this one. This is the blank one that doesn't have a name. Well, it has an item name. Okay, but we were saying custom name, and you notice this doesn't have a custom name. That is how we know it's not been renamed. But if we've put it in the anvil and given it a name, then you'll notice it has an item name, which is Ender Chest Viewer, but it also has a custom name. So now we can say, which is what we're doing here, with the exclamation mark, doesn't have custom name. Rename the paper first. Okay, let's carry on going. We've renamed it. What do we want to do now? Well, I want to store that name. So we're probably going to data modify some storage. What do we ID temp will do. And let's say Ender Chest player. And we're going to use set string to the block at those coordinates. So we're still looking in the chest. That's where we are. Items. Open and close the items. Inside there, put some curlies. And then, what's wrong with the unknown key items? I think that's all right. Oh, I'll check that in a minute, just in case it's like, oh, you haven't put anything else in. I'm sure that's fine. I'll keep going for now. We'll fix that in a minute. So we've got items, open and close square brackets. We've got open and close curly brackets. Inside those curly brackets, we want components. Inside components, we want to be checking apostrophe Minecraft custom data apostrophe. Inside the custom data, we are checking for EC viewer true, and then for that items we will be checking its components, and on its components we are going to be checking speech marks this time. Notice the speech marks, Minecraft custom name. Okay, so that'd be enough to copy the custom name, but if I just did that, what it would do is it would copy the name Infernal Minion. So let me put speech marks around it. So it would save this with speech marks around each side. Now that's okay if you're going to put it into a command, because a command like let's say give stone, that's fine. It doesn't care that there's speech marks there. But I'm also going to use that name in a title message, and as a title message, if we do title at S action bar, now you can see it likes it just like that. But if I wanted to use this as a macro, what it would end up looking like would be this. Infernal Dominion has no items. That's what it would try to do if we used a macro. So we want to strip off this and this. And all we're going to do is we're just going to say, well, start at the first character. So to sort of skip the first character and skip the last character as well. That's all you have to do. Skip the first and skip the last. So it's going to... So instead of saving this, we are going to be saving that. We could probably do a demonstration of that. If I take off that for now, we'll get rid of this one here, we'll save it, but we'll have to try and fix this Why is this not happy? Data modifies storage. ID temp EC player. Yeah, that's fine. Set string to the block. Items. Is it because I've put that colon, isn't it? And we've misspelt components. There we go. So notice there that I just took away that colon and it corrected the spelling of components. So let's try that. Let's save that. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. Let's pop the paper with the name on in there. Open the chest. Nothing happens, which is sort of expected, but let's do a data get on the storage. Oh my, look at all that storage stuff left over we need to tidy up. Did we call it temp? I think so. ec.player, I think is what we called it. There we go. So you can see in green it's what we've stored, and you can see that we've stored the speech marks. We don't want the speech marks, so we go back, we say skip the first character, skip the last character, so you've got the start and the end. We'll save that. Go back, open the chest again, and we'll do the same command. Let's check the storage. Did I just not save that or something? Save. Have we broken the command? Read next. Well, I'm very confused. Why is that not stripping off what it should be? ID temp EC player. Get storage ID temp EC player. It's still got them on. Did I not do a reload? Why are they still there? That's very naughty. They shouldn't be there. I'm confused. Stop going there. We don't need that. I'm confused. Start 1, end -1. We should be stripping off that little extra bit. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll clear the data. Data remove storage ID temp EC. Nice data get that. I bet it is working, and it's just not overwriting it because it's just going, oh, it's too similar. Get. So there's nothing in there now. Let's open it up. I bet it is working because the command is correct. Yeah, I think it was just saying that's already what's there, so I'm not going to bother changing it. And I'm guessing, but you can see we've stripped off in this third one from the bottom. We have the speech marks, and then we don't have them in the lower one. So that's what we're doing with the set string, was stripping off. Well, I'm not stripping off. You don't want that to happen. We're stripping off the speech marks at the beginning and end. Anyway, we've got the name saved. Now we can copy the enter chest contents because we can target that player by name now. So what we'll do is we'll run the function to copy enter chest with storage ID temp EC, because inside EC we have player. Save. Off we go to copy ender chest. Here we're going to exit if the player is offline. Fair enough. If they're not online, we can't target them, so this just won't work. So I think we can just do an entity check. We can say execute if entity or unless entity. So execute unless, we'll use their name. Execute, no, you have to say unless entity, don't you? I even just said it myself twice. Execute unless entity player, run, return, run. We'll do a title again, I think. S, we'll stick it onto the action bar, and we'll do a simple little message. This is where is offline. This is why we stripped off those little bits, so we can now put player in here. like that. Let's save that. Looks alright. Let's test it though. I think what we'll do is we'll just pick any name of someone that doesn't exist or at least isn't online. So Big Bad Bongo. Is Big Bad Bongo online? Probably not. If he is, I'm going to be a bit scared. So we'll take out Infernal Minions. Put that one in. Okay. Execute and let's player. Let's have a look. Are we even getting to that function? Say copy. Oh, did I just not reload again? Is that like 2 or 3 times I've not reloaded in the same video? Dear me. So that seemed to work. Big Bad Bongo. Big Bad Bongo's offline. Well, he is because that name doesn't exist. Well, I bet there is someone called Big Bad Bongo. Hello to you if you're watching. Okay, now exit if the ender chest is empty. Okay, so we want to check their ender chests, I suppose, for anything. So execute unless items, entity, and then player name, player. We want to check their ender. Is it ender underline? No, it's all one word, I think. Ender chest dot star has any item in it. So ender chest any slot has any item in it. We don't care about any data. We just any item. Then we'll run, return, run. We'll do title at S on the action bar. Open and close speech marks. That's me saying $sign apparently. Player. Oh, we probably can we get away with that? Actually, I think we'll just no. We want to say player's ender chest is empty. Ender chest is empty. Okay, let's try that. Save. Go back. Reload. Do not forget. Let's rename one. Have I got anything in my ender chest? No. Let's rename one of these to me. Home. Let's pause while we remember how to spell our name. Okay. Let's pop that in there. And we open the chest. Infernal Devices ender chest is empty. You are correct, it is. Okay. Another step done. Clear the chest. So we're going to remove the bit of paper that's in there. That's pretty easy. Data remove from the block. The block, we know where the chest is, and we'll just remove all your items. So be careful. If you put one of these, if this is like your magic, oh look, this is the most precious item in the world. I'll keep my lime wool safe in there. And then later on you go, what's all this junk in my inventory? I'll just drop this off. And you drop something, let's say minions. And we're going to go down and clear the chest. Your precious lime wool is gone forever. So, be careful. You don't want to be losing your items. And let's copy the ender chest contents. It's another nice, simple little one. Data. Modify block. At the coordinates where the chest is. Set from entity. The player name that we have saved from their ender items. Save that. Is it going to work? Who knows? Let's go and find out. Okay. Now, did I take your items out of your chest, minion? I bet I did, didn't I? Come here, you little pest. Just go and check your ender chest. No, you've got items in there. Okay. Don't look so sad. Okay, let's have a little look here. Function, Functino. Copy ender chest. Right, if we made a little mistake in here somewhere. It's a possibility it doesn't like that apostrophe. Save. Go back. Do a reload. That seemed to make no difference. Are we even making it this far? Let's do our old say copy. Oh, we're not even getting there. It's not even saying copy. Okay, let's have a little look. Let's put that at the beginning, just in case we're exiting. And another little reload. Well, weren't we going here before? What have we done? Is it this command? Data remove block, something at those coordinates items. That seems fine to me, but I'll tell you what we'll do. We will comment out these. I'm wondering if one of those is causing a problem. If it is, we'll come back and check it in a minute. Because now we're saying copy. So, clearly, one of these is a problem. Now, data remove block at those coordinates items. That can't be wrong. Data modify block. Set from entity. No. Yeah, well, we haven't said. Okay, so I think that's probably all right. Let's save that. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. Saying copy. Let's put oh, we lost our paper. Minion. It's my fault, but I'm blaming you. It's the way it goes. Infernal minion. Give me that. Give me a few of them. Put one in there. Copy. And it's taken away our item, so that's working. Now the minion's enter chest isn't empty, so that's why we're not getting any message there. Let's check for my ender chest. That's working. Okay, we're all right. So the problem is this modify block command, and I can see what I've done wrong there. So we'll fix that. What we've done is we've said modify block at these coordinates, and we've not said what we want to modify. Well, I want to modify its items. Well, that should do it. Let's save that. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. Well, let's get a piece of paper with Infernal Minion on it. Put it in there. Open up the chest. There is Infernal Minions. Ender chest. Working. Right. So we can view it. In fact, actually, in the version we've got now, we can take the items. They're mine now. And we've made basically duping, because what we could do is put that in there again. And we could take them again. Okay, so we don't want that. We don't want that at all. Let's get rid of those. Let's fix that problem. So what we're going to do is add a little bit of custom data to all the items in the chest. And we're going to data modify a block at those coordinates, items, all the items in the list, dot components, dot Minecraft, colon, custom data, dot clear, set value true, save that. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. Stick a minion in there. Open it up again. Let's take them out. Let's do a data get entity myself selected item. Oh my, did I really type that? Of course I did. You know what my typing's like. We've just added this bit of custom data here. Custom data clear 1B, clear true. Cool. Now we will use that as a check. Let's do the easy check. Let's do the tick function. Kill any viewed items on the floor. Execute as any entity whose type equals item if items entity at s contents is any item that has custom data tilde clear true, then run kill S. Okay, so we're just ticking, we're looking at the items and we're seeing if they've got that custom data we just added. Let's do a reload. Let's bump, bump, gone. You could see it lived for a tick. I was going to say it lived for a second. It didn't. It lived for a 20th of a second. So that's that sorted out. So if I broke the chest and it was full of items, they would spread into the world and poof. If you put a hopper under the chest, though, the items would go down into the hopper. So you could still be stealing them that way. So now we're going to make it so if they go into anyone's inventory, they will be cleared. Now, I can think of a way around this, because what we could do is we could have the hopper pull out items and we could filter for things like diamonds and stuff, and we could run them through an auto crafter, and that would turn it into a diamond block, and the diamond block would not have the tag. That would be safe. But what a lot of effort. And we're just playing around with different things, seeing what we can do. So we're not going to deal with that situation. But we will, however, deal with the situation if the player just takes it out. So for that, we're going to want an advancement. Let's put that back. And what did we call it before? Clear items, I believe. Clear items.json. Let's go and make this thing miso. Let's do a reset on new. Criteria. Well, we'll call it clear item. It's nice to keep it similar. Let's add that. Trigger. Every time the inventory changed would be, seems like the most sensible one. Inventory changed. Yeah. What conditions do we want? Well, we want to check an item. We don't care what the item is. We only care about custom data. So we'll have a predicate checking custom data. Custom data will be a string, and we will check for clear true. Does that work like that, or do I need to change it? I can never remember. Anyway, we'll have a reward. Reward's going to be a function. We've just put a placeholder there for now. Let's copy that. Let's take it back. Let's put it into there. Let's replace that with the actual function, which will be clear items. Okay. We might have to change that if it doesn't work. We'll find out in a minute. So clear items. Revoke the advancement. Yeah, we always do that. Start typing my namespace. Clear. No. Yes. And now we just need to clear those items. So we could just do clear at S, any item, open and close, whose custom data tilde contains clear true. Yeah. I think that's all we need to do. Let's save that. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. Find it doesn't work. And do a bit of troubleshooting. So, infernal minion. No, not you, big bad bongo. You can go away. Open up that. We've got an item. Oh, yeah. That was pretty good. There we go. I can pick it up into my cursor. And that's as much as I can do with it. If I try and put it anywhere in my inventory, it's going to disappear. And if I throw it out into the world, what about if I'm holding it and I close? It goes back into my... Ooh, that's interesting. We found a bug or a way to get the items. We're not going to deal with it. That's me. Oh, a minion. We probably need to do an extra check to make sure we don't have... So we don't put it in there, hold it, then close. Oh, did I have this diamond already or something then? It's only got 7 components. Let me have a look. Oh. Found no elements matching selected item. What have I done? What have I done to the game? No elements matching. I have a diamond, but I don't? It's interesting. Can I put it into a crafting table? There's one here. What am I doing? Look, there's one there. It's gone. Cute. It was a phantom item. Oh, anyway, that's nice because it means I can't get it by holding it in the cursor. Can we recreate that? There it is. Hold it in the cursor. Don't press anything, just escape out. Oh, yeah, look, and we get a little phantom item, which disappears. I see, it's one of those items. Disappears next time we force the server to update our inventory. So the client is thinking, well, this is what I'm thinking. The client thinks I have a diamond. The server knows better, but the server hasn't told the client. So when I come along and I open up a crafting table or probably anything that checks my inventory, maybe even Anvil, yeah. Then I send a request to the server and say, hey, I want to open up this Anvil, and it says, okay, this is what you've currently got. Whoop, my diamond goes. Cool, so we don't have to worry about stopping the player from getting it by being a little bit cheeky. And we're not going to worry about them sucking all the items out and put them into an auto crafter because that's too much work. This is just a bit of fun, experimenting around, seeing what we can do. Anyway, I've managed to drag this out a lot longer than I thought it would be. And now the dogs start barking. So I'm going to put some headphones on and probably watch a film. I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.